What inspired today's topic is this article that I was reading this morning, where a police officer lodged an unfair labor practice, saying that he was discriminated against based on age. He said that he was excluded from the training program because of his age, but then he failed to prove that the reason why he was not selected or called for an interview for the training program was because of his age. So then, as a result, the case of the unfair discrimination was not proved. So then it inspired my my topic for today. If you've seen some of my previous posts, I say, or I've mentioned previously, that every day I read an industry related article, like the latest industry article related to the latest development in my field, so that I can keep abreast of the latest happenings where my field of work is concerned. So one of the ways that I do that is my subscription to IR Network Daily, and then they send you cases like on a daily basis, and I like them that they're nice and concise. And another way that I do this is through my subscription of Google Alerts, because there you can select the topics that are of interest to you. For example, let's say I'm interested in public speaking or presentation skills, then I would set an alert for that, and then on a daily or weekly basis they would send me alerts concerning that particular topic and all the articles that have been written about that topic. So now today I'm going to talk about unfair discrimination. As I said, that this actually inspired my post. So I'll take you through what constitutes unfair discrimination in the workplace. Okay, so I made notes for myself. Hopefully you can see them there at the back. So it's unfair to discriminate, or you can't discriminate against one or more of the following grounds. So I'm just going to say them as I remember them, because it's not actually showing clearly behind me. So you can't, for example, discriminate. I'm not going to mention all of them. You can check like the Code of Good Practice of Employment Equity, or you can check the Employment Equity Act to see what you can't discriminate against. So I'm just gonna say the ones that stand out to me. So you can't discriminate against an employee or applicant based on their religion, their family responsibility, their color, their sexual orientation. I'm just coding that in case maybe it gets blocked because of me mentioning that. And then you can't also discriminate against an employee's pregnancy, race, religious orientation, political affiliation, HIV status, color, race, gender, etc., etc. Okay. But then there are instances when you are actually allowed to discriminate. So when can you discriminate? So you can discriminate fairly when it's in the inherent requirements of the job. Okay, so I'm going to explain what that means, and I'm going to give examples. So let's say maybe, for example, you are recruiting maybe for a priest, maybe for a Catholic church. Okay, so obviously you would look for somebody of that religion. You would not look for somebody or recruit somebody maybe who's got different religious persuasions. For example, you're not gonna recruit a father or a priest of a Roman Catholic church, maybe somebody who's maybe say Hindu, Muslim, whatever, okay. And then another example that is similar to that one, say you're looking for a pastor of a charismatic church. You're not going to recruit somebody who has different religious persuasions that are different to what you are recruiting for. Okay, and then another example that I like to make, let's say, for example, you are looking to recruit maybe for a Zulu teacher. Okay, so there you would be allowed to discriminate based on language. Okay, so you're not going to recruit somebody who cannot speak the language or write the language. Say you're recruiting for a Zulu teacher for a high school or grade 12. Okay, you need somebody who's good in Zulu, somebody who can speak Zulu. Okay, and then maybe pregnancy, you can discriminate against discriminate fairly. Let's say maybe the position or the nature of the work is of such that it would pose a danger for the pregnant mother and the unborn child. Then you would not appoint somebody who is pregnant. But if the position does not pose any danger and the person can be able to still execute their duties perfectly fine, regardless and despite them being pregnant, then you cannot discriminate against that person.